How are you today? This is Pastor Peter Christian Hessing, and welcome again to another one of our interesting programs on anti-nuclear cutting boomerangs and taking down the SARMAT and conventional and nuclear missiles. This is Pastor Peter Christian Hessing, and we filed some patents on this new technology. This is a new expanding type of technology. As you can see, this is a system that can expand. It's on a roll system that, we can expand this thing out to be, hundreds and hundreds or thousands of yards or meters. You know, you have this can be one of the largest missile systems in the world. We filed some patents pending here in America. The patent pending number here in America is 1565821, and we filed some patents also up in Britain. The British patent pending number is 18493.4. And we filed some other patents up in Canada. The Canadian patent pending number is 3049505, and we filed an international patent with the Patent Cooperation Treaty in Geneva, Switzerland. That patent pending number is 2071B00038. And we filed some other patents in Australia, India, France, and we also filed some patents in Africa. Africa needs to have a system like this because Africa does not have, any type of missile system that can protect it against nuclear destruction. So Africa definitely needs something like this. And we filed some patents in Jamaica and so forth. I'm from Jamaica. I'm a U.S. Citizen. I'm a bicentennial U.S. citizen. I became a U.S. citizen in 1976, the bicentennial celebration of U.S. independence. And we live here in America now. It's very important that the U.S. government and Trump or whoever becomes our next president grant these patents. These patents were filed over 3-4 years ago, and yet the Trump administration has not granted them. We need to have them grant these patents because we have to keep ahead of the Russians and the Chinese and in this type of boomerang technology. This type of technology, you're going to be able to expand this system, pick up the nuclear missiles, and you're going to be able to cut them. We have power saws that can cut them, and we have power drills that can cut off. We have power drills that can cut off the nuclear missiles and send them back. Once you're able to send back boomerang back nuclear missiles, Russia or China or North Korea, no country in the world is going to want to use nuclear missiles, because if they're going to figure if they launch these nuclear missiles, we're going to pick them up. We're going to cut them off with power saws and power laser saws, cut off the warheads, and we're going to be able to send them back. So this will get rid of nuclear missiles. This will make nuclear missiles and also conventional missiles also obsolete. So we can build this as a long-range system, an ICBM system. We can build it for intermediate nuclear missiles. We can build it for short-range missiles also. So this is also another part of it that we can have. This is just an example of this, what we call a tire, our tire disarming, our disarming system. We can have a system. We could put dozens of tires in it. And what these tires will enable you to do is to try and disarm the nuclear missile, prevent it from exploding. What will happen here is that the metal part of the tire will crash the nuclear missile. Now the Russian SARMAT missile is about 9 feet. It's about wide in diameter. So we could get a tire that is about 9 feet. It is about 9 feet. It's about 3 meters in diameter. And with this type of system, we could pack, dozens of these tires into these missiles. Once the missile hits it, the metal part will crash the missile and knock out the guidance system. And then with this type of system, you're going to be able, the tire is going to prevent it from exploding and give you a chance to use the saws to cut off. The power saws that cut off the nuclear missiles and boomerang them back. So this will help us to protect us from nuclear destruction, because it's not just good enough to shoot down the missile. Sometimes if a missile is coming over, a nuclear missile is coming over America, to come over Washington D.C. or coming over New York or California or Arizona or Texas or Chicago or Jamaica, Kingston, or I am from Jamaica. We have to stop Russians from bringing nuclear missiles into the Caribbean, or coming over Britain or London or Ireland or France or Norway or Sweden or Ukraine or Africa or any one of the countries, Australia, Mexico, South America, Jamaica, or Bahamas, or coming over on any of these islands. If you just shoot down the missile is still going to blow up and explode. But this tire rubber system is going to enable you to give you an opportunity to prevent the missile from blowing up, and give you a chance to send it back, either send it back into the ocean or send it back into space, and you can cut it off and send it back. And once you can do that, the Russians are not going to want to, or Chinese are not going to, or North Koreans are not going to want to use nuclear missiles, because you're going to be able to send them back. If Russia was to say launch out, they have over 6,000 nuclear missiles, long range and short range, and if they were supposed to launch 6,000 nuclear missiles or launch 1,000 or 2,000 missiles, and we had this anti-nuclear boomerang missile cutting system out there, we have it in trains and ships and in planes, we would be able to pick up those nuclear missiles, those 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 or 6,000 nuclear missiles from Russia, and send them back into Russia or China without having to make the decision to use any of our nuclear missiles. So we would basically stop, or you can say we would basically wipe out Russia, China, with their own missiles. They would be wiped out by their own missiles. So this anti-nuclear boomerang system is a very good system there, because you're going to be able to actually stop Russia and China without launching nuclear missiles. It has power drills in it that can drill the missile, has saws that cut them off, and you can send them back. So this is a very good system. So it's very important that Trump he grants us the patent on this system. So remember again to look for my movie coming out, Boomerang Peace to Save the World. I have a movie coming out known as Boomerang Peace. It's in Hollywood, that you can get in Hollywood. So look out for that. That's coming out of a book that you can get, 24/7 Safety Inspection with Nuclear One Global Warming. Thank you, God bless. If you have some life for Jesus. Very important that whoever comes to our next president, we have all these Democratic candidates running, Biden and Amy Klobuchar and Kamala Harris, that they grant us this patent. As you can see, with this patent, is an expanding system that can launch thousands and thousands of nuclear missiles. You can also use it against lasers, to protect against lasers. Thank you, God bless. That's be Christian. Peace and love. Look for my book. I have several books coming out. I have a book on Amazon that you can get, a 24/7 Safety Inspection, Save the World from Nuclear One Global Warming. Peace and love. God bless.